Okay, I guess I'm live. It's 11:45, and that rhymes, so I hope you're with me. We're going to do 2 recipes today, which you probably have a heads up on that. And so, anyhow, welcome as you all come along at your leisure or live on a Friday, and it's sunny. Finally, after a few gloomy days, we could use some sun, huh? So, welcome. I see we got one person. I don't know who it is, but welcome. I guess I'll know in a minute. You'll have to let me know, and I'll probably see as we go along. I can't tell by your picture yet, but I hope you're doing well, and we're going to get started here shortly. I see more people coming along, so welcome. And we're going to do a really good buffalo dip. I got the idea from my sister. Maybe other people have done it before. But anyhow, she does it just a teeny bit different than me. And so you'll see the recipe, and we'll go over that. It's going to be 2 cups, approximately, of chicken. I do have some chicken tenders that I cut up, but I used it for a different recipe. I'm trying to think. Oh, I know. I made pizza. So, hey Mike, how you doing? That's who it was. Okay, and I see also Ryan. Yeah, I knew your picture right away. So I guess you're taking a little lunch break, which is nice. And so you might have had this recipe before, Ryan. I'm not sure. But anyhow, I think I made it at Diana's once, but that was quite a few years ago. But typically Linda makes it, and she adds ranch dressing. I do not. You can do that if you want. It adds a little zing, but it's got plenty of zing already. So I'll just go over it, and then I'll put the camera down and show you, okay? So anyhow, I did get the premium chicken from Kroger's. It's on sale. I think it's only like $1.29. They do have other, brands as well, but this works out just great. It's non-BPA. Hey, Jenny, you made it. Okay, so maybe you already got your lunch. I'm not sure. Or if you have to take a break, watch it later, or eat while you watch, that's fine too. So anyhow, this is just the premium chicken chunk in water. And I have 2 cans. You can use more or less, whatever you want to do, depending on it's just for yourself. You're going to eat it over a couple days, or if you're, having it for a couple people over. Be cautious. I heard we're in the purple, so if you're local, probably socially distanced. Hi, Linda. I see you're on. So got a couple of people. And then I did get the Shabani non-fat Greek yogurt, okay? And it calls for half a cup. It's 5 ounces, just slightly over. I'm just going to go ahead and use it, okay? You could keep a little bit out separate if you want, just to, dab on top for looks or whatever. I did preheat my little mini oven, so that's good to go. And I put on convection. That way everything gets all nice and bubbly, because we're going to go ahead and add 2 cups of cheddar cheese. If you can find the light or low fat, hi Linda, then that's even better. You can get the Mexi cheese, which is a combination of cheeses with cheddar in it, and that's usually going to be easier to find as far as the low fat. There was a sale, so I just went ahead and went for it and got the sharp cheddar. The sharper, sometimes you can even use less because it has a lot of flavor. So I have the yogurt, the chicken, the sharp cheddar. I had leftover cream cheese. That was still good, so I'm just going to use the rest of that, which is also about half a cup. And it's just the whipped light Philly, okay? So we'll put that together. This is going to be a real easy recipe, but it's going to taste delicious. And then I know Linda uses Frank's hot sauce. I use Tapatio. It's in the Hispanic section, so it doesn't matter. I was almost out of it, as you can tell, so I went and bought another bottle. I was looking for Frank's, Linda. I couldn't find it, but probably because I was in the Hispanic section, there was a lot of different choices there. I mean, like I told Linda on the phone, Jungle Jim's, you find, if you ever go there, you'll find hundreds and hundreds, and I mean, they're like really hot. So, but it does get your good mood feelings, serotonin, dopamine going, and so a little hot sauce wouldn't hurt many people. Maybe a few, if you have a really bad ulcer, or, reflux or something. So anyhow, I'll just put it down, and actually I gotta get a bigger spoon probably, but let me just do this. I was trying to work it out. Amanda got me another little little stand, and I have an extra camera. I was trying to do it so that you could see me and the food, so maybe I'll get that worked out before you know it. I did spray this. I don't think I did just for the heck of it. These are Temptations. I get these on, I think it's HSN or QVC, so they're really meant where they don't stick, but anyhow. So, and I could probably go for more chicken, but it's up to you. These are 5 ounce, so it's 10 ounce. I actually bought 15 ounce, which is probably about right. But since I limit my meat and chicken and turkey and all that, and eat more beans, and the next dish is gonna have beans. So I'm gonna have plenty here. So it's up to you if you want to use 3 cans, or depending on the size. If you get the really, really big cans, they might have like 8 ounces or 16 ounces. So then you'd only need 1 or 2 cans. But I just went with, oops, sorry, I shouldn't be making that noise. That's sort of annoying. Some people, it's probably like a chalkboard, isn't it? So I'm going to go ahead and put in, let's see, the whipped cream cheese, the Greek yogurt. So we're going to have lots and lots of protein. But all of this is non-fat as far as the yogurt. It's all good probiotics. I really like Shabani because it is no fat, no cholesterol, very low in sodium, no saturated fat, no added sugars. It's got 14 grams of protein. And then, so maybe I shouldn't go about brand names, but that's just what I like. The Philadelphia doesn't have any artificial flavors. It's a third less fat. It's nice and whipped. And so it's only 2 grams of carbs, so 2 grams of sugar, so that's good. And then, of course, like I said, the chicken, it's premium, it's in water, and there's no BPA. Actually, in all this, it says I should recycle, so I'll probably rinse these out and recycle. I'm pretty good about that. So, whoopsie daisy. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and add the cheddar cheese. And then, if you're going to do it like Linda, and I may not add all of this, because that's a lot of cheese for me. It typically calls for 2 cups, but really this is fine for me. I'll probably have my guest over tomorrow. Now, I'll tell you what, if you're watching your weight, I would go ahead and, like the picture has it, let me get a measuring thing. I would use cruditas, which is like celery, like I think the picture has the celery, or red peppers. The picture is my family and me. Oh, how cool. Okay, Mike, that's neat. That's all right. That's really a cool thing, because we don't know what we're going to do on the holidays now. We might be celebrating with a lot fewer people this year. So keep those pictures. That's nice to reminisce. So I'm just measuring out the hot sauce. I may go with just a 1/4 cup. You can do that. You can do a splash, a 1/4 cup. It calls for a 1/2 cup. So it just depends, if you're really brave. I think I did a 1/2 cup when I made it in class a couple years ago. And David, he has to work today, so he may watch it later. But I think David Schumacher, who's on here and at the Recovery Center, I guess I shouldn't have said his full name, but he just sent a message on Facebook that he was working, and he was in the class when we made it a couple years ago at the center. Jenny may have been too. I'm not sure. You've been in a lot of my cooking classes. But I'm just measuring this out. Since I did a little less cheese, and I got a little extra yogurt and cream cheese, just a tad, then I'll go ahead and, we'll mix it up and see. And, maybe the ranch offsets it so it's not too hot. But I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven, because I got a lot of chopping to do on the next recipe. It's going to be a nice, healthy bean, avocado, and corn salsa. So instead of buying the ones that have all the extra sodium in the store, then we're going to have one that's, exactly what's in it, and it's got healthy vegetables and fruits and things like that in it. I say fruit because tomato and avocado is a fruit. It's not a vegetable, really, even though it seems like it. Well, avocado is a healthy fat, but it still falls under the So all this is going to melt nice and bubbly, okay? And I'm going to put a timer on so I don't forget about it. But what I did was I bought the organic blue corn chips because those were on sale too. And the regular corn chips are too. So, but really, I got to be cautious because they'll, make me gain weight too if I don't watch it. So you see that. I'm going to put it in the oven here and put a timer on, and I'll just show you the corn chips. So anyway, I put it in my little Halloween thing. I did buy a pumpkin today. If anybody has a great tip, because squirrels always eat my pumpkins no matter what I do. I put cayenne pepper on it. I may spray it with some Pam or something, see if they slide off so they don't make tunnels in my pumpkin. I didn't make a jack-o'-lantern yet, but to give them more access to climb in the tunnels. But anyhow, so these are the chips, and they were on sale. It was like, I think $1.29 or something. So that was pretty cool. And anyhow, so they're lower in fat than typical chips, about half. And there's 9 servings in a bag. So, and they are organic and certified and all that. Just certified organic blue corn with a little bit of sea salt. Okay? So I'm going to have those. That's my lunch. No, not really. But a little bit of it is. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put the, I see people coming and going. That's all right. You can do that. You can always come back later. But I'm going to go ahead and just put this in the convection oven, okay, and put the timer on, and then we'll get started on the next recipe. Okay, so let's see. I think you want to bake for about, we'll just say 20 minutes, which is, but I'm still going to do the timer because I didn't have a temperature, but mine's on 400. I said about 350 to 400. It depends on how your oven runs, okay? So I'm going to actually put it on a little bit less, just because I'd rather have less time than more time, just in case. Okay, so I'm going to move some of this. Okay, now you're going to see my rotten chopping skills, but I do have frozen corn, which is probably better than canned, but I did get this just to show you that you can get the sweet golden corn in the no-add salt variety. You can get whatever store brand you want, but it's just hard sometimes. Like Dollar Store usually doesn't have the low salt version. And then the reduced sodium black beans. Okay, so I already opened those and I rinsed them and I put them in a bowl. Okay? So here's the corn and the beans are in the bottom, but they're all and everything, and they're low sodium. So I'll just put those to the side. And I move my hot sauce. And you can always add more hot sauce to that dip when it, gets finished or whatever, if it's not enough for you. Okay. Now, the main thing is we need some tomatoes to make a salsa, right? So we're going to go ahead, and these are nice tomatoes right off the vine. I did not grow them, but I did get the better tomatoes, and I always like to do that. And we'll basically end up taking the seeds out so that it's not all like sloshy and everything. They always had us do that in chef school, and I know my sister Linda does that. I always like the seeds because I just feel like they're healthy, but I don't think anybody wants their salsa with like all kinds of seeds in it, okay? So we'll just sort of do that. Let me change recipes here. This one is a teeny bit time consuming, but it's worth it. So you just sort of put your fingers in where the seeds are. If you can see what I'm doing here. It doesn't take too long. Okay. All right. So it's just 2 tomatoes, unless you got a really, really big tomato or really, really teeny tomatoes. You might want to adjust it a little bit. So little teeny ones, make it 3. Really, really big one, maybe just 1. Or it just depends, you know. But most sauces do have tomatoes, unless you use like a tomatillo or green tomatoes or something like that. It's up to you. Okay, one more. All right, so we got that pretty much. And we'll just sort of slice these pretty small. So, any tips on the pumpkin? I'll just keep chopping. I'll look up eventually if anybody have tips. The lady at the grocery store, she told me that her pumpkins never get invaded. I know I have chipmunks and squirrels and birds and all kinds of little critters. So, I don't know. I think my grandpa used to put a radio out there by his, all of his different vegetation. I don't know about the pumpkins though, but I think I gave my radio away to my brother, and I don't know if that would work for pumpkins. So maybe the hot sauce. Maybe I'll rub it with hot sauce. I don't want to hurt the little guys, but they always hurt my pumpkins. And then Dr. Oz said today for people to sit in their chair and have little bags of goodies for the kids on Halloween, and actually wear their mask and be socially distanced from the table where the Halloween candy is, so they can enjoy the kids and the costumes and the kids get candy. But then I was trying to come up with something with Donna at Talbot House. If she watches this, I don't know, she might, where we could come up with something for the Shark Tank, where you would drop the candy and that you would put up your hand underneath it, and only one little bag of candy would fall out at a time, so they couldn't take all the candy out of your bowl all at once. Because that happened to me one time when I went to the restroom and came back and my whole bowl of candy was gone. So I don't know what the real thing is, but that would be really neat if we had one of those, like, where the soap comes out, but in this case the candy comes out. But then again, I guess the kids would come up with a way to get lots of candy out, I bet. I don't know. Okay, so that's our tomato. Now we can add our corn and our beans. And we'll do that. I need a big bowl. I got a bigger bowl. Don't worry. So we'll move all this stuff away. It's smelling good around here. I'm going to off because we've got tomatoes. I got to duck down. Tomatoes and cilantro. Or not tomatoes. Red onions and cilantro. And then we got a little mixture to put together. Okay? Okay, I'm going to get a different knife for the onion. I feel like I should be in a, I should probably wear a costume, but I guess that would be next week, huh? The costume? Okay, so now we'll do the onion. I may only have a half onion. It says a whole onion, but, you know, these recipes, we're not baking. So remember that. Baking is a science. I did salads. Whoops, I didn't do that very good. Anyway, I did salads for many years, and really that is a really bad cut, Maria. They are really more versatile. Let's see. Let me move this. Salads, you can improvise a little more. Okay? So I'm gonna put this aside for now, because I think this is about all the onion breath that I'm gonna want today. But anyway, I think you can still see. So, I didn't do Linda's way. She had a better way. But I just remember going along. You can see the lines of the onion. This is a pretty fresh one. Woohoo! I know you had a tip, Linda, but I forget. I'm feeling like a piece of my hair got in there, and I should have pulled it back more. I'm sorry about that, guys. Okay, that's what you get for life. All right, so we'll just try to dice that up, and I'm going to do it the other side. This is when I need my sous chef. Where's my sous chef? That's what I used to be, the sous chef for the chef. You'd never know it, would you? You'd never know it. Okay. So, woo, my eyes are going. Okay, so it's very colorful. Lots of color means lots of nutrition, you guys. Okay, so now cilantro, my favorite. If you don't like cilantro, use flat parsley, and I think that will work for you. I love cilantro, and I know Linda doesn't. So, if you like cilantro, you can tell my eyes are starting to water. But okay, so we'll do this. We're going to do more of a fine chop, okay? And I'm going to get more of those ends off the... Alright. Probably need a better French knife. I'm going to get a different French knife. Alright, I got the big boy. Chef Kinsella gave me this one. Works much better. Felt sorry for me. He didn't like my knives. I actually sold knives in Dallas, believe it or not. You know, one of those jobs when you're in college. I think I did a little bit of everything. Get through school and pay all those bills. And I am going to get a car, I think. I might even get one this weekend. Yep. Yes, sirree. Okay, Cilantro City. Here we go. And I'm going to get a black car. Everybody says, don't get a black car. Well, I'm going to get a black car. Oh, refrigerate your onions. That's what it was. Well, I just bought that onion. Can't refrigerate it when you just bought it. I went shopping not too long ago, like an hour and a half ago, but thank you, Linda. Great tip. We will practice nicicles again. I've been practicing nicicles for 50-something years. Oh, you think I'm going to learn now? That's just like the fellow I'm dating told me he was going to teach me how to drive a stick. I said, you want me to ruin your car? Okay, I got to make the sauce. And then I'll probably put it in a bigger bowl, okay? So just hang tight. Okay, I did not have apple cider vinegar. Run onion under cold. That's a good one, Linda. Thank you. That's a good one. You know what? I told you, Chef Kinsella, he said, first day of chef school, he said, I'm going to make you cry out the first minute you're here. So we were all chopping onions. That was like the first minute of those 2 years, and we all pretty much cried because the whole room was doing it. We used to do that at Harvest too, though, if you remember my first job when I was 16. The whole kitchen would be onions, onions. Okay, so I had 3 kinds of vinegar, and not the vinegar I needed for the recipe, apple cider vinegar. So I'm going to improvise, and it's fine with me. It's up to you. I just had the regular vinegar, the red wine vinegar, the organic rice vinegar. If you want to, got to check the oven. Nope. Needs more time. Still 9 minutes on the oven. Okay. I forgot the avocado. That's That's the best thing. Oh my God. I gotta go back. I gotta do the avocado, then we'll do the sauce. So anyway, we'll do the sauce next. We're gonna have a little olive oil, a little garlic. We're gonna have a little cumin, a little vinegar, just a touch of sugar, lime juice, and salt. We have to do the avocado. That's whatever for me anyway. Okay, let me rinse this off and we'll no, we'll see how good I do that. Producer, what are you doing? Okay. Alrighty. Okay. If you want to save it, put a little lime juice on it and leave the little seed in there, okay? But we're going to use it. It usually doesn't come out that good. I lucked out today. Okay. So, got a little cilantro on there, but it's all going to mix in. That's fine. Let me get a different knife here. Hey, little Jack. Okay, so hopefully you can see here. This is the best part. Avocado toast, avocado on whole wheat bread, avocado sandwich, avocado with turkey, avocado in all your salads. Oh my gosh. They actually help you lose weight even though they're fat because it's a satiating, healthy fat with monounsaturated. Sorry. Everything. Probably should have mixed everything up first. I don't want them to smash. I'll do that with my next one. Okay, so I should have used a spoon, but my little thumb here is doing just fine. So anyway, eat avocados. They are really good for you. My other healthy fat would be my walnuts. I eat walnuts every day, avocados often, oil often, which we're going to put a little olive oil in the sauce. Okay. Oh yeah, so I'm going to wait on that. Okay. Ready, Roo. And then we'll check on our dip. So, I'm just going to do a little bit of this, which is the vinegar, a little olive oil, not much. It tells you exactly how much, but if you want to be picky. I've got some lime juice. I think there's a couple tablespoons. Yum. You can use fresh lime. I keep this on hand because I just can't, I don't use my limes consistently enough. Just a touch of garlic. Look at my spoon. I don't want to have total garlic breath, but it's good for you. You can leave it out if you want. Jalapenos if you want. You can buy them already cut up. I cut them up before and I forgot to wear gloves and my hands were burning for days, so you know, it's up to you. We're just going to do a splash of salt. You can do sea salt, whatever. We'll do some cumin. Gives it a little earthy taste. Okay. And let's see, what am I missing? Just a touch of sugar, not much at all. There. Okay. Just stir that up. You could probably whisk it, you know. But anyway, okay. I'm coming, don't worry. Now you probably won't have as many dishes as I do. It's just the nature of the cooking demo. Okay? Well, it's not really even cooking today, but you can look and see how nice that is. My one friend reminded me, probably about 15 years ago, I made something sort of like this, but it had oranges in it. So there's so many variations. And it had the jalapenos, believe it or not. That's when I think my hands burned for a couple days. What did he say? I've never seen anyone cut through an avocado pit. Usually I don't. Pretty interesting, wasn't it? This is at the exact rightness. I sort of felt around for the best avocado. Usually I don't. That was unusual. It's usually just I take the whole entire pit out, Linda. That's sort of funny. I don't know why that happened. More unusual things have happened, believe me. Okay, so we'll just pour the sauce. Okay. All right. And then let me just get a spoon. We'll move some of this. And then it looks like the dip's ready, so I'm going to move some of this out of the way and get the dip out. And a big old knife. Okay. Yep. Crazier things have happened, Linda. I'll tell you. Just come around my house. Or maybe you don't want to. I don't blame you. Okay. I'm coming. Let me get the more pot holders. I should grab more. This thing is awful hot. Okay. So, hopefully you can see the two dishes that were created. I just lost my shoe. Boy, I'm going to have a feast. I'll tell you, it's fun when we do it together, Linda, because we get to eat together. But I'll send all the food your guys' way the best of my ability, but we don't have the what is it, those things that fly the food through the air yet? I mean, I guess we do, but it's not available to me yet. Okay, so let's see what we got. I'll just put it down so you can see the creation. Yum, yum. Oh, and also, Linda put on the graphics the little like. So if you like anything, put a like on it for me, okay? Or at least ask a question or make a comment or something. But in the meantime, I am going to dip into the buffalo chicken dip, which you can always put green onions on this too. I forgot to buy those, but I didn't really need them. So we got that, okay? And then we got the avocado, cilantro, bean, corn dip, which also can go with some of these. And remember, you can use the crudités if you want. Drone service not available. I know. Sorry, you guys. So, I do share it. I don't eat all of this myself. This is a lot of food, and I even cut back on it. So, anyway, I've had this buffalo dip before. It is so good. And you can make it hotter or not so hot, okay? So we'll see how I did it. Of course, it's still hot. And then we'll try the other one, which I've had many different variations of the bean dip. But cilantro or the parsley. You can do the avocado or not. You can put the corn in or not. You can use a different kind of bean. Thanks for the like. So there's so many different ways you can do it. Anyway, I know. Make the buffalo dip sin, Linda. You're right. And you can make it lower fat or not. I think the lighter version is just as good as the high fat version. So that's part of the reason I wanted to show you, is that you can lighten things up. Awesome. A little hot. And I even cut back. So, where's water? Oh my gosh. I think I can handle it. But, you know, and this is going to cool things off, though. So you got something hot, you got something cool, unless, of course, you add the jalapenos. Okay. I eat hot things to get more water in. I don't drink enough water. I think, Ryan, you do. I think you document that you drink a lot. And I know Linda's been trying to drink a lot. That looks really yummy good, Mike. Well, it's not hard to do. It isn't. Pulls it down too. Yeah, so you can drizzle ranch on top or mix it in. Either way. You know. This, I don't have a jalapeno in it. So, this really cools it down. The avocado dip with beans and corn. So I got something hot. I got something cool. Awesome. Plenty of protein. Plenty of nutrients. And lots of fiber. And then you got a little bit of fat. Okay? So, anyway, it really, you got carb, protein, a little fat, and you got healthy fat, fiber, vitamin C, vitamin A, you know, I don't even know what you're missing. You got the yogurt, calcium. So, okay, well, thanks. Blue cheese, you know what? You can do blue cheese, Mike. Linda and I went over this together, and we don't like blue cheese. You can add blue cheese. There is a recipe that calls for blue cheese, and we substituted cheddar cheese. You like blue cheese, you go for it, okay? So, I am going to chow, and Jenny, I'm so sorry, but we'll have cooking again when this pandemic is over, and then you'll get to enjoy it, okay? And we'll do it again. All right. So, I want to say hi to Franca, my hairstylist. She just did my lovely hair, and she watches the videos when she's not doing hair. So, anyway, I just want to say hi to her. She's a cancer survivor, went through 6 months of chemo, finished up about 2 months ago. I'm a cancer survivor. I thought it was 4 years. It's 5 years. I can't count. My sister's surviving and doing great. Her tumor shrunk, if I hadn't said it last week. So, hopefully next week we'll be cooking together. So, we try to do it on the alternate weeks when she's not getting chemo. So, many prayers for her, and thank you, Ryan, and Mike, and Jenny, and yeah, well, do both, Mike, do both. And anybody else who watches this, on behalf of the Recovery Center of Hamilton County, they're giving me the opportunity to do it and do the classes with my sister as well. So, happy Friday, happy weekend. I'm going to chow. The pets were great. They're just sitting here listening. Well, at least little Jack is. And he's got liver disease, so he's on a special diet, so he doesn't get any. Okay, not that I would give it to him, I would. Okay, you have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you so much. And anybody else who watches afterwards, too. Take care of yourself. Wear your mask, please. Wear your mask. Okay, thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.